Regardless of the methodology or framework that you use to develop your machine learning project, there are 5 machine learning requirements that you have to follow. In the next lecture, we will map these 5 steps through the steps of CRISP-ML. So the steps are business value considerations, technical feasibility, data quality, model performance, ethics and legalities. Business value requirements refers to the benefits and return on investments or ROI. Basically, every company exists for a reason. They have a vision and roadmap for their products and for what they want to achieve and what they have promised to their shareholders and directors. Now, when you want to build a machine learning product, you have to make sure that that machine learning product, first of all, is in line with the roadmap of the company, and then to make sure it creates a value and helps the company to reach to its vision. There are 5 considerations when it comes to business value and requirements. First of all, problem solving. You have to evaluate and make sure whether the ML product can effectively solve the business problem or challenge that it was designed to address. As we know, machine learning is not suitable for every problem. You have to make sure that the CapEx or capital expenditure, the initial cost, and OpEx or operational or ongoing cost is matching the return of investment that is expected. The third consideration is time to market. You have to evaluate and make sure that your machine learning solution will not impact the time to market in a negative way. Then stakeholder alignment is the fourth consideration. Ensure that machine learning product aligns with the goals and values of relevant stakeholders, including customers, partners, employees, and shareholders. The fifth one is quality of service requirements, QSR, also known as non-functional requirements, such as performance and accuracy. Check to make sure if the machine learning product meets the speed, resiliency, and scalability requirements of the final software product that we are building to deliver value for the company. The next set of requirements are related to technical feasibility. 5 of these requirements are compatibility, to make sure that the machine learning product is compatible with existing hardware, software, and the other technical components of the system. The second one is scalability. Evaluate whether the machine learning product can scale out if necessary. The third requirement is security. Ensure that machine learning product complies with the organization's security principles and guidelines. The fourth one is integration. Evaluate the ease of integration of machine learning with existing systems and processes, because machine learning product will generate some output, and that output should be easily usable by the systems that live around that machine learning ecosystem. The fifth requirement is maintenance and support. Evaluate the support and maintenance requirements of the machine learning product, including software updates, bug fixes, and other maintenance activities. The first one is data relevance. Evaluate whether the data used for training and validating the machine learning model is relevant to the business problem or challenge the product is intended to address. Ensure that the data accurately represents the target population, process, or system. For example, if we want to train a model to find, for example, breast cancer cases, we cannot feed it with data that comes from, for example, prostate cancer patients. It's irrelevant. The next one is data completeness. Ensure that the data includes all the relevant variables, records, and observations necessary to train and validate the model efficiency. Then data accuracy is important. Evaluate the accuracy of the data that is used to train the model. Then data consistency. Ensure that the data used is consistent across different sources, formats, or time periods. Check for any discrepancies, duplications, or inconsistencies in the data that may impact the model's performance. And the last one is data bias. Evaluate the potential for bias in the data that is used. Ensure that the model is not biased towards specific variables, populations, or outcomes. And the next one is model performance requirements. We spoke about model evaluation and model accuracy as well as model precision before. So first one is accuracy and correctness of the model. Evaluate the accuracy of the ML model, ensuring that it can predict the outcome with a high degree of accuracy. The second requirement is generalization or relevance. Evaluate the generalization of the machine learning model, ensuring that it can perform well on new and unseen data, minimizing the risk of overfitting or underfitting. As you remember, overfitting was variance and underfitting was bias. Unlike correctness or relevance, robustness is a non-functional characteristic of a machine learning system. A natural way to measure robustness is to check the correctness of the system with the existence of noise. For example, if you add some changes to your data, or if you change some target values and characteristics of some of the data points that may break the machine learning system or make it predict incorrectly, then you will see that if your machine learning product or your model is robust enough to still be able to predict the results correctly, or at least close to what you expect it to be. The last one is latency and efficiency. The latency of a machine learning system refers to its prediction speed. If the model is too complex, then it will be slow. You can add more CPU and memory to your systems, or you can add more virtual machines, for example, to make it faster. However, by doing that, the cost of training the model and predicting values will go up. The last requirement is ethics and legal requirements. There are 4 areas you have to have in mind. First is bias and fairness. Ensure that machine learning product is free from bias or discrimination. This means that avoiding the use of biased data, features, or algorithms, and ensure that the model is trained on diverse and representative data. The second one is transparency. Ensure that the machine learning product is transparent and explainable. For example, if you create a machine learning product for a self-driving system and an accident happens, then you may be required to explain the machine learning logic so that the judge, for example, or the court understands who is at fault. So the machine learning product should be easily explainable. The third one is privacy. Ensure that the machine learning product respects user privacy and confidentiality. This means that ensuring that the user data is collected and used in accordance with the privacy regulations and ethical guidelines. Then compliance. Comply with legal, governmental, and organizational rules.